Welcome back to Less But Better. Today, we're going a little bit differently. We're taking some time to reflect on the past 10 episodes and pulling out the most important, impactful, and inspiring moments. Think of this as a highlight reel of the most pivotal concepts covered on Less But Better so far. The things we choose to consume, whether it's news, social media content, or even the food we eat, have a profound impact on our thoughts, emotions, and actions. In the same way that we consume things mindfully, we should also release things intentionally. One of the most valuable resources we have is our time. By setting boundaries, prioritizing tasks, and avoiding distractions, we can ensure that we're spending our time on what truly matters to us. From social media to societal expectations, it can be challenging to avoid the urge to compare ourselves to others. However, it's important to remember that comparison often leads to feelings of inadequacy, envy, and dissatisfaction with our own lives. By recognizing that everyone's journey is unique and that comparing ourselves to others only steals our joy, we can choose to focus on our own path and appreciate our own accomplishments. Now let's continue on to the next 5 impactful concepts. It's a reminder that true happiness comes from within and that comparing ourselves to the curated lives portrayed on social media or the achievements of others is a futile pursuit. By decluttering our space, whether it's our bedroom, workspace, or even our digital files, we can create a more peaceful and focused environment. When we remove the visual distractions and physical clutter from our surroundings, we free our minds to concentrate better, reducing stress and increasing productivity. So let's take some time to tidy up our living spaces. Organize our digital files and create an environment that supports our mental clarity and well-being. Sometimes we feel like we need a drastic change or a complete overhaul of our lives to find happiness or success. As we come to the end of this episode and this season of Less But Better, take a moment to reflect on the concepts that resonated with you the most. Which ideas will you carry forward in your journey towards a more intentional, mindful, and fulfilling life? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if there are any other concepts you'd like to see explored on Less But Better, be sure to share those ideas as well. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Till next time, remember, less noise, more meaning. Less but better. But the truth is that we already have enough. We have the skills, resources, and inner strength to create the life we want. It's not about waiting for a perfect moment or for circumstances to align. It's about making small, intentional changes and embracing the journey. Remember, you don't need a radical change. It's just one small shift. Done with intention can change everything. Instead, let's celebrate our own uniqueness and find joy in our own individual journeys. Asking for help when we need it is a sign of strength, not weakness. By starting our mornings with intention, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply taking a few moments to connect with ourselves, we can cultivate a sense of calm and focus that carries us through the day. It's during these quiet moments that we have the opportunity to set our intentions, cultivate gratitude, and center ourselves before the busyness of the day begins. So let's make our mornings a priority, dedicating time to ourselves and the things that bring us peace and clarity. By reaching out to others, whether it's for emotional support, it's practical assistance, or simply a listening ear, we build stronger connections and create a sense of community. But by making a conscious effort to be present in the moment, we can find joy and appreciation in the everyday aspects of life. Whether it's taking a moment to savor a cup of coffee, listening attentively to a friend, or simply noticing the beauty of nature around us, presence allows us to fully experience life and connect with ourselves and others more deeply. So let's take a deep breath, anchor ourselves in the present, and find contentment in the simple pleasures that surround us. It's important to remember that we're not expected to go through life alone, and that asking for help is a natural and healthy way to seek support. So let us break down the barriers that prevent us from asking for help and embrace the power of community and connection. It's about recognizing that we QA and do everything, and that saying no to some things is essential to make room for the things that are most important. Change is inevitable and often necessary for growth, whether it's personal, professional, or even environmental. By embracing change, we open ourselves up to new opportunities, experiences, and perspectives that can enrich our lives in unexpected ways. It's important to recognize that change does and always means something is wrong, and that embracing it, with curiosity and flexibility can lead to positive outcomes. So let's take a moment to appreciate the fluidity of life, the beauty of transformation, and the potential for growth that change offers us. When we understand that our time is limited, it helps us focus on what we really want to accomplish and appreciate the present moment. In our fast-paced world, it can be easy to fill every moment with noise, whether it's from social media, television, or even background chatter. However, by intentionally finding moments of silence throughout our day, we can reap numerous benefits for our mental health and overall well-being. It's during these quiet moments that we can connect with ourselves more deeply, allowing for introspection, creativity, and a sense of inner peace. So let's make a conscious effort to create pockets of silence in our busy lives. Whether it's through meditation, taking a walk in nature, or simply sitting in solitude, it's a reminder that life is precious, and that we should spend it doing things that align with our values and bring us joy. So let us take a moment to reflect on how we spend our time and consider how we can realign it with what truly matters to us. This might involve decluttering our physical spaces, releasing toxic relationships, or letting go of limiting beliefs. By doing so, we make space for new opportunities, relationships, and possibilities to enter our lives. Letting go is an act of self-care, allowing us to focus our energy on what truly matters to us. It means acknowledging that we cue and hold on to everything, and that sometimes releasing things or situations is necessary for our growth and well-being. When we learn to let go with intention, we free ourselves from the burden of the unnecessary. It's making room for the important things to thrive. By being more mindful of what we expose ourselves to, we can cultivate a more positive, focused, and intentional life, instead of mindlessly scrolling through social media feeds. We can choose to engage with content that inspires, educates, or uplifts us. While we often encounter situations that seem beyond our grasp, it's important to remember that we always have the ability to choose how we respond. By focusing on the things we can control, like our attitude, actions, and reactions, we can navigate challenges more effectively and maintain a sense of agency in our lives. It's a powerful mindset shift that can help us reduce anxiety, increase resilience, and empower us to take positive action. So let's take a deep breath. Acknowledge what we can't control and redirect our energy towards the things that are within our power to influence. Similarly, instead of getting lost in the constant stream of news, we can select articles or podcasts that align with our values and interests. This conscious approach to consumption allows us to feed our minds with positivity, to surround ourselves with content that resonates with our goals and aspirations. It's about taking control of the input so we can create the desired output in our lives. Let's start at the beginning with episode 1. Let's get into it. Number 1. Less is more. This is the cornerstone of our movement, the driving force behind this entire channel. It's all about recognizing that we don't need more stuff, more stress, or more distractions. Instead, we can find fulfillment in the things we already have, and in creating space for what truly matters in our lives. So what does this actually look like in practice? It means being intentional with what we bring into our lives, whether it's physical possessions, commitments, or even digital subscriptions. By removing the excess, we create room for the things that truly bring us joy, value, or meaning. It also means focusing on quality over quantity, investing in experiences rather than material possessions, and embracing a lifestyle that is rich in intentionality and minimalism. Remember, it's not about deprivation. It's about elevation. It's about shifting our perspective from needing more to appreciating the richness that comes from having less but better. And that starts with being mindful of the energy we give to the things we consume, which leads us to number 2, consume mindfully. No. 3, let go of what you don't need, which brings us to number 4, your time is limited. Next, we have focus on what you can control. No. 6, comparison is the thief of joy. We live in a world where comparisons are rampant. Number 7, embrace change. No. 8, find moments of silence. We're halfway there. You've made it this far. Thank you for being part of the Less But Better community. No. 9, declutter your space. Our physical environment has a profound impact on our mental clarity and overall well-being. Next up is don't be afraid to ask for help. Number 11, start your day mindfully. Our mornings set the tone for the rest of our day. Number 12, be present in the moment. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life. And finally, number 13, you don't need a revolution. There you have it, 13 mindset shifts that can transform your everyday life.